Only loan money that you can afford not to expect back.
I agree with that.
Leave it at that. If it's only, I can only give you $100 because that's all I can afford to lose. Do not give them anything more. Okay. Because you're going to disappoint yourself and you will be more upset than anything because the other person don't give a crap because they got what they needed at the time and they're going to move on.
I was just walking around the drill floor.
I
did 15 laps. I felt good about
it. That's good.
Yep. But I was definitely walking, drinking from my container that had champagne. It looked like juice. I mean, stuff be going on. It's okay.
Life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
As I got older, I learned to work hard first. Make sure I take care of my business first and then play hard afterwards. I've changed my priorities. I put my priorities up front and I don't play about that. And then, but I still play hard. So you have to learn how to balance it and where to do it. Welcome to another episode of Boots2Heels, where two Army besties trade in their dog tags for Louis bags. I'm your girl, Nikki Williams.
And I am Miss Miko Reed.
Miss Miko, honey.
How you doing?
You are. Is it summer yet?
It's not summer.
Summering. You're spring.
No.
Summering.
Spring summering. What is that called? I'm a sprummer. I don't know. I'm sprummer.
You're sprummering.
I'm sprummering. Yes. I love the fact that we coordinated with our jeans today.
Yeah. I brought the legs and the tits. Like thighs and tits, baby.
Yes.
I brought it all out today.
I don't have anything to say because she did. She did. Clock it. Point it. Do it. Fuck it up. Boom, 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 boom. Do it. Okay.
It's hot outside.
I gotta calm down.
So, we have to, dress with the weather. Yeah, you gotta calm down. Y'all know she has ADHD. We ain't made no...
Is it ADHD Awareness Month yet? Because I'm making y'all aware. Okay? But best friend, you look so cute. And I'm sick of telling you this because...
No, you look cute.
No.
We always look cute.
No, you do. But I know we do. But let me tell you what I really love about this outfit.
What?
And she's so, y'all think she's so bossy and everything. She is, but she really is modest. It's crazy that I'm buttoned up and shit. And
this is not like me.
The T's are T and the thigh. It's the T's and the thighs.
Before I was just like, y'all make sure y'all tell me to keep close my shirt.
Now she to the moon, Alice. It's giving. And your face, your hair, everything. I'm impressed. Your earrings, all those things. I really love it. I wanted to just be I'm calm.
This is so unlike you.
Wait, my car.
When I see you walk on set, I was just like, what's happening here?
Yeah, I am, I'm relaxed. I'm calm. I am focused on hearing what's inside of me.
Oh my God.
I don't need let me stop. I didn't have a shirt with my tits to hang out. Cause baby, if I did, it'll be double D's on this. No, double C's and a half. I don't know. Okay.
Let's get started then.
Yes, I think we already are because
we're doing it and doing it and doing it well.
See, that's what I mean about modest and bougie with that doing it and doing it and doing it well.
I think all
I'm here for
can
it.
Contribute to the champagne connoisseurs because the champagne is champagne.
Oh, say it again.
The champagne is champagne.
Champagne. You know what I mean? How y'all doing today outside?
Yeah, wait a minute.
How you doing?
Before we go any further, we're going to tell you why the champagne is champagne.
Yes, do it.
It is Juanita's birthday and it's we toasting to her right now before the show.
Let's toast to
birthday, Juanita, baby.
And happy birthday to Spice Up Proof of Life,
baby. We
doing
early birthday shout outs. We doing early birthday. What we hate about it is it's both of our sisters' birthday in the month of May.
Yeah.
And they think everything's supposed to stop
about them. Right.
About them. You want to take,
yes. Because, baby, no, we are still recording on your birthday, and they are the set, and sit your little birthday ass down,
girl,
and count us up.
Do you remember that was we're not recording anything in May? What? Why? Because it's our birthday. Y'all didn't even sit on
it. It's a whole siesta for the whole month of May. I'm are we in Amsterdam? Why are we taking freaking Swedish siestas? Bitch, no, we're recording. It should be for hours. I never even thought about that. Why is it not
our birthday? So we are taking off for
We're
the
taking
month of
off.
May.
So get your
May,
shit together.
Bye.
With the whole month of May.
Bye. Happy birthday to y'all.
We were like, oh, okay. Here we look at each other like, bye. So, yep, we won. That's a win. We won. But no, we really appreciate them. And we want to wish all the May babies, and today, especially Juanita and Spice, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, enough about y'all.
what? Enough about them. And we was just like,
yeah, also about them, like the hot yoga we promised them. We finally did it. And it's like,
it was hot.
It was hot. It was Bikram. It was Bikram yoga.
Yes. Oh my God. So much fun.
It was so hot.
And afterwards we went to brunch and we got lit, baby.
And we felt svelte because of that sweat that ran down all over our bodies. Yeah, you got to try Bikram for fitness. Period.
When we were there at brunch, though, we talked about lessons that we've learned over our lives.
We did.
Yeah. So you want to share yours, Christmas?
I will.
Okay.
I'm going to share my lesson. You guys.
I can't remember mine because I've been drinking.
She's been drinking.
You got to remind me what I said.
Okay, I will because I remember it all.
Okay, thank you.
My lesson that I learned is how to choose my friends wisely and to not be so trusting. And I learned it the hard way because some pivotal moments, especially in my military career, I really trusted friends and I know the one that you did not.
I mean, I'm just saying it was more than one.
No,
but you always
one.
Bring them. And this one is the one that I was just like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah. You were like that. I draw the line
that
here.
Was enough.
That's but you gotta go.
She's so nice.
People were so nice, and I'm just like,
but that's their representative. Yeah,
I was so rhetorical, but thank you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, I was. So that's a hard lesson I learned because some of those friendships launched investigations. It like stunted my military growth for like a year.
Right.
You know, a lot of things. I mean, yes, I still made it to Master Sergeant. I still made it to E8, but the road there was like treacherous because of haters. That and haters posing as friends. So some of my lessons are like, yo, you can't take everybody for face value.
Right.
My grandmother taught me that, like, there's good in everyone. Always see the good first. And then I will like to add to it. I appreciate what my grandmother taught me. Like, see the good, but know that there can possibly be another foot dropping. So don't give all.
Yeah.
Break.
Right.
That's my lesson.
Exactly. Because initially when you meet a person, you know, I think I said this before, you're meeting their representative.
Yeah.
You're not really meeting the person who they are because they want to put their best foot forward. And then when as time go on, you start seeing those little subtle signs. You must pay attention to those.
Right,
signs.
right,
like,
right.
Yeah, she did this, but she's so sweet. Like
I'd be like, no,
right, no, write that down. Write that little int down.
Yeah,
write that int down and come back to it because it's gonna come up again. And if it keeps coming up, that's a sign that that's who that person is.
That is, yep.
So that is definitely a good lesson that you learn the hard way.
Yeah,
I think for me, and I think I talked about this at our brunch, is that work hard, play hard. I'm gonna work hard first. Now I play hard now.
Oh, you ain't need me to remind you because I was ready to remind you. Look at you.
I remembered as you was talking.
Yes,
I play hard.
Yeah.
Some people be like, nah, you really 12 bottles of champagne,
13. Like, what are we doing?
I work hard.
Yep.
First.
Yep.
And then I play hard second.
Yep.
You know, and earlier in my life, I'm going to take my whole check and I'm going to buy some champagne and ain't pay no bills. But as I got older, I learned to work hard first, make sure I take care of my business first, and then play hard afterwards. I've changed my priorities. I put my priorities up front and I don't play about them. But I still play hard. So you have to learn how to balance it and where to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's something that we're teaching. Well, your daughter has that down pat. Your daughter has that down pat. In my opinion, from the outside looking in,
she has working hard first.
She has working hard down pat. My daughter is a hard worker, But she like me, like we like, can I work and then play and work and play and work and play? It's like, it's a,
Right.
you know, it's a little double dutch.
Right.
So, I mean, it works until it doesn't. But, yeah, I think both of our kids have like great work ethic.
I agree with that.
But so anyway, okay. Yeah.
And when I'm talking about my kid, also, you know, we talk about all the time about teaching them the value of money and how to be responsible with money. And, she called me the other day and she was like, Mommy, one of my friends asked to borrow some money.
Really?
And I'm just like,
no. At that age, no.
You know what? I think the issue is that she's seen me being so generous to people, and I have to remind her that you're not
saying, yep,
they're not us. You know, you don't have it to give.
They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. And I was just like, well, what did you say? And she said, I didn't say no, but I'm calling you first.
I like that.
Yeah. And so my thing to her was like, no, you don't even have a job, girl.
Right. You in my pockets.
Right.
Now I'm like, you want somebody else in my pocket?
Let somebody borrow your money and then you gonna come and get my money?
Right.
That's crap. Don't add up.
Right.
But it took me back to a place where I let people borrow money all the time. But and this is another hard lesson that I had to learn about money. Like, only lend what you can afford to not expect back.
Yep. Snap it up for that.
Yeah, because
I agree.
There has been times when, shout out to the girl who owed me all the money, that I have lent people money and never got it back.
It's crazy.
And then another thing with that, and it's just two parts to that.
She got a lot to say, y'all. Listen up.
When you lend people money and they pay you back, do you say thank you when they give it back to you?
I think the humanity.
No.
I think the humanity aspect.
No.
I think the humanity aspect of who you are. I'd be like, thank you. Like, just thank you. I mean, I don't think it's required. Like, okay. Like, I borrowed money from her when I was going through my divorce. No. I'm saying when I pay it back, you actually didn't expect me to pay that portion back. I think you were like, best friend, you didn't have to do that. You know, so I guess that's different. But if you're loaning someone money who asked to borrow money and then they give it back to you, like, about time, Nick. Like, what do I say? Took you long enough?
Like, exactly. You know, and it's been times when people would ask me for money, and it's probably, I'm sure both of us ask for money, and when they get ready to give it back, said, that's all right, keep it. I have said that before.
Oh, yeah.
At least I know you trying to give it back to me, because I'm not expecting it back.
Yeah, especially if you know there's circumstances, right? You wanna be like a soft place to land once or twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when people borrow or ask to borrow money, and you say, okay, I can afford to give you this, because like you said, you got to be prepared to never get it back. Correct. And they pay you back at the time or before they say they are.
That's when you can be like,
then you're like, okay. And then if they ask again, say some months later, you kind of feel like, I know I'm gonna get my money back.
Exactly.
And I think those are the symbiotic relationships that occur in society, that you feel like, okay, I can be here for you, you can be here for me, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't happen a lot though.
It doesn't, because, and then what really drives me crazy is when you let somebody borrow money, when you ask for your money back,
right? You
feel bad for asking, and then it's like they mad at you for asking, like,
and they balling. Like, I get mad if I like, okay, I loaned you money. You outside? What, the dimes that I gave you?
Right.
Like, you can't be outside.
Girl, you know,
but it's like, I don't have control over it.
It's just in my younger years where I had to borrow money.
I want some tits to tit.
Yo, this is not.
Sorry,
y'all. Sorry.
I want something to happen. I feel so Amish. Okay, go ahead.
No, sorry.
It's giving spring Amish, and it's okay.
Button your top button.
Girl, then it's gonna bye-bye. Then I don't have a man no more, because they seeing my goodies. ADHD. Okay, go ahead.
Y'all know she got it.
You guys,
she got it.
it's okay.
It comes and goes. Y'all see it just like, ee. It's like, ee. Like,
Never know what to expect. It's me. Surprise. But let's stay on topic, best friend. That's what I'm trying to do here. So loaning money to people who don't pay it back. Well, how do you become their friend? I mean, how do you continue the friendship with them?
I forgot what I was going to say. She threw me off.
You forgot. That's why I'm trying to pivot us back into a space of remembrance.
Oh, well, I'm going to close it out with this right here.
Okay.
Only loan money that you can afford not to expect back.
I agree with that.
Leave it at that. If it's only, I can only give you $100 because that's all I can afford to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Do not give them anything more.
Okay.
Because you're going to disappoint yourself and you will be more upset than anything because the other person don't give a crap because they got what they needed at the time and they're going to move on.
Yep. Clock it.
I'm moving on to some military news.
Period.
About some things that you can do for the military, which I regret I didn't do. There is a program in the military. It's called Donate a Vehicle.
Okay.
And like, you probably got a lot of old vehicles. I know I've seen this a lot in Georgia when I was at home.
Mm-hmm.
People had these old rundown vehicles in their yard that they ain't gonna never use again. And they mind like, I'm gonna pick that up one.
Right. Papa gonna
give
fix
it to Junior. Junior don't want it.
Yeah.
It ain't working.
Junior don't want it. I promise you.
It's broke down.
Junior would use his 1-2s. He would use the left and the right before he get into the Cadillac from 1945. So what can we do with that vehicle?
You can donate that to a military veteran.
Ooh, I like
There is a military vet program where you can donate old vehicles.
Okay.
And they use them for all sorts of things to take veterans to their doctor's appointment, to transition the vehicle into like when people lost their limbs, they make it where it is suitable for them, where they can drive it that kind of way.
I like that.
So there is that program. So, I mean, like you're donated and then it's like a tax write-off where you would get a tax, document where you can claim that on your taxes for donating those vehicles. So it is an amazing charity that you can give to. And Juanita, whose birthday is today, was telling me about, she was listening to this program where they were donating wheelchair and scooters, like the old ones that they were no longer using. They were donating those to the military give back vehicles, donate your vehicle.
Oh, the vehicles for veterans.
Yes, they were donating those. That is good.
Now I really like that because the VA also has options where you can get your current vehicle and look into that as well. Say for instance, if you experience some kind of loss in like overseas or just while you're serving, deployed. You can get, deployed. Then you can get your vehicle, fixed so that you can still drive. If it's like you have a prosthetic or something like that. So like it's twofold. So there's vehicles for veterans and there's like a portion of the VA that you can Google and find, and they can give you some type of ability to get your vehicle service for your loss.
Yeah.
I like all of that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so many military opportunities where you can give back. So just do it. It's amazing. Charity write-off. Yeah, tax write-off, I'm sorry. And it's for veterans. So
do it. So now also for veterans and from a veteran, tell us what's going on in fitness.
Girl, you would not believe what I did the other day.
What'd you do?
In fitness news. Don't try this at home. I tried to simulate a PT test. When we were in, the PT test was 2 minutes push-ups, 2 minutes sit-ups, and a
2-mile run. Yeah.
So I said, and I remember after I would do a PT test, how exhausted I would be.
Yes.
Because you put so much energy into that just few 30 minutes. Yeah. That's exactly how much time it is, really.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'm going to do this right here. Let me see how it goes.
I would never, ever again.
It didn't go well because I used to do 50 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, run my 2 miles, and I can't remember how.
I'm waiting for her to say some number.
I can't remember, but I would max it.
Okay.
I would always max it. I could barely finish 30 push-ups.
You going fast, like, cause it's against the time. It's like,
you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to do as many push-ups and 2 minutes to do as many sit-ups as you can. So I got my little stopwatch out there. I'm like, and I'm on 15.
Mama. Yeah, I cannot. It
was so embarrassing, and I was doing it by myself. Like, I was embarrassed with myself.
You had embarrassment for yourself, and you were embarrassed. Secondhand embarrassment for yourself.
Like, but I was just like, I ain't gonna quit though. I ain't gonna quit. When that buzzer went off, I stopped and I started on the sit up, and then I said, now, should I do these 2 miles away? Because I already don't fail the PT test.
Right, you done failed. You done failed the PT test.
I did my 2 miles. It was just,
it's different now,
though.
Yeah,
it was fitness. Like, I did fitness for the day. So
maybe increase your time. Like, just say, I'm going to do as many push-ups as I can in 3 minutes. Or I mean, because we are, or I'm going to set a goal with time. Like, girl, I don't even know why I'm telling you this, because I don't even do this.
Who is the fitness guru?
I used to be a MFT in the military,
right.
But so I'm pulling from that. But baby, I'm gonna sit on the sideline, eat some chicken wings while she's doing it, and it's okay. It's okay, because I did walk around. I do track stuff. When my son does like fitness stuff for the young Marines, he's like, Mommy, I have what do they call it? A PFT.
They don't call it AFP.
They call it's Young Marines. I think it's called. They have a PFT or something.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, I got to work out. And I'm like, what do y'all do? Like, under 12, they just hang. Over 12, they do the pull-ups.
What?
And they do the run. And so I'm like, okay. But baby, while they were doing that, I was just walking around the drill floor.
You doing
I did 15 laps. I felt good about it.
That's good.
Yeah, but I was definitely walking, drinking from my container that had champagne, looked like juice. I mean, stuff be going on. It's okay.
Life be lifing.
Life be lifing. So, yeah. And in that same token, speaking, because I know the next segue is poetry, I was literally, while I was sipping from my glass, I was putting it down on a little thing. And I would like to say that I take my phone and sometimes I'll do a talk to text note for ideas. So this is like a poetry takeaway. If you don't have it's like sometimes you don't have a poem inside of you. We're all walking poems, baby. We're all poetry. You don't have it inside of you to do a whole poem, then just brainstorm and write, or talk to text or text some things while you're working out. Or if you're in a safe space, have a sit down if you're not in a safe space and just brainstorm some ideas.
I like that.
And then come back to it.
Put your note. Put it in your
notes. Put it in a note.
Yeah, I like that.
I got a whole note full of unfinished poems. So yeah.
Speaking of notes, before we go any further, I want to make sure everybody stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Subscribe right now on YouTube. Click the button and subscribe. And we're on all platforms where podcasts are hosted. Best friend, this is when you...
This is my part. We are on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on one more, but I don't know the name. I'm going to tell y'all the next one. Because it just... No, Podbean, IG, and YouTube. But there is one more that it recently just happened, like it's an FM something. It's not Sirius. It's not Sirius XM, but it's an FM radio. I'll find that and put it in the chat. But we're on a lot of stuff, y'all. So don't act like you can't hear us.
Exactly. And what's important that when you're on those where you're just listening, just to make a comment and like and talk about it so that they can take those numbers and say, this is how many people it's liking. But for YouTube, while you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe button right now.
Yes. And we have something coming for you guys in the future.
Some amazing news coming up about something that we're working on, another project.
Yes, we ain't gonna tell y'all yet.
But be on the lookout, baby, because you're gonna be excited just like we are. Yes. I'm gonna move on to the next subject, best friend.
Go.
Girl. I went to the doctor. So I think I've said this before, I go to the doctors in November for my annual check.
Yes.
For some reason, she couldn't get me in for that time because she had went on vacation or something, and I had to get in later. But as I'm doing one of my appointments, they always asking you to do medical research, right? My answer is always no.
Why?
I'm not really into get my blood drawn and let them test it and find out what's happening. I don't know. It's probably bad not to be in medical research. Girl, let me tell you which medical research. She asked me for 2.
Okay.
Normally African American are low in vitamin D deficiencies. Right. So there is a study to talk about Black people and their low deficiencies. So she asked me to do a research.
Okay.
Did you know they do what is it called? It's something they do in your buttocks.
In your butt?
Yes.
They poke you in your butt?
They do some type of study to see if you have, almost like they do for your
man, like a prostate,
but for women.
Women don't have prostate.
It wasn't prostate. It was something else in your butt. I don't know what it was. But I said, I don't know what you're talking about, lady.
I don't like that.
But my answer is no.
I don't like butt action anyway. And like now the doctor want to put stuff in your butt.
She said people now, and put the keys to bed, are doing more anal. And now they have tests for your rectum.
Like colon cancer?
It may have. I gotta look it up and see what it is. All I know is I was saying no so fast I couldn't hear what she was saying.
You ain't touching my butt, doctor.
No, ma'am, I ain't doing it. I pass. But
I would have passed for that.
Research though, I never do it.
I always do it. Mine is the butt. I don't like the butt research, but like everything else, I'll do. I do.
You do other research?
Hell yeah. I do, because that is the only way that we can figure out the way ahead.
Yeah.
Like, evidence, science.
I feel so bad saying no, though.
Well, that shows that you should probably say yes. Like, you have that feeling of guilt or like,
I do.
I could save somebody's great grandmother in the future. Like that's how you find out. I get there's a whole history of, trickery with science and Black people. Yes. So I get that.
Yes.
But notwithstanding that, for me, if it's the military, like for instance, I agreed to the research for like breast cancer, right? So it's like to see why is it so prevalent for Black women of this age group to have higher rates of breast cancer. So like, what's the research? Get your blood drawn, consent to a study of your activities, your food, like those things. Like, no, I don't want to do it, but I feel like it's my duty. If cancer is my social justice, project, so to speak, and I have a platform to talk about it and I have a way to, participate, then who am I if I don't, right?
I think she lose me. First of all, I think it was booty cancer that they were trying to test for.
Booty cancer is crazy.
I don't know what it is. I think she lose me when they say you got to fill out this information and you got all these questions they gonna ask you first.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, if you're gonna do a study, why does it matter who I am?
Oh, so you prefer an anonymous study?
I probably wouldn't do that either, but
so
when you ask me all these, your name, your age, when you ask me all those questions, you lose me. You want to study on a person,
a Black woman,
I'm
over
Black.
The age of this.
Why you need my name? Why is that important?
Because what if they find something? They need
you
to let you know
something. You let me know that anyway. That you shouldn't find that just from the study.
The study goes deeper. Let me tell you what. When I went to get my mammogram, they asked if I wanted to. I know you would have said no to this. They were like, AI. I know you can't even let me finish.
I can't even swallow my champagne,
and she be swallowing her champagne. So it's like you're a champagne swallower. It's okay. They asked me.
This is my best friend, if y'all was wondering.
No, they had like this study where like AI would come and do another scan of your mammogram. So you do the first scan of the mammogram, they take the pictures, Then AI would be able to find, the denser material that nods to the fact that you could be at risk.
Did you agree?
I did.
I figured you would. I would have been like, hell no.
And guess what?
AI found something.
They did. They found denser material in my breast, and now I have to get them done every 6 months.
Stop.
Yep. And I'm grateful for that because I'm like, okay, first, y'all, this is crazy. I was like, I got dense breast, baby. And the doctor, I didn't say it's your doctor, but I remember going home thinking like, ooh. And then I had my follow up and she was like, I was like, oh, that's not good.
Right.
Oh, okay. Like, here I'm about to write a poem about these dense titties. Like, what is happening? But the truth of the matter is, it is important to say yes to some of the things.
See, and
that's not that invasive.
This is part of my guilt when you say things like this.
Yeah.
When I feel guilty for for always saying no, I don't want to be a part of it. I say no because I did it once and I just felt like it was so much pressure on me. Like, you need to come back here and you need to do this. Like, no.
Set the time. We do things that we care about. For me, if I care about, because cancer, my, you already know, everybody know, cancer runs rampant in my family. So when it's something like that, I'm like, I probably would have had the booty cancer thing. Like, check the booty for I'm going to do it because I'm like, I'm going to set time aside for things that make an impact in my life and the future of my children and their children and their children. Like, it's important. Like that, how do you think that the cancer, what's it called? Like BC, the cancer cells or the genes? Like, I'm pretty sure that was found out by a study. And it has to be like participatory. And you have to get scientific evidence and you have to get these people to sign up. And as long as there is a trusting, like I say, I can't negate the stuff that happened, like Tuskegee Airmen and all those things that kind of happen to, our culture. But, if you feel a level of trust and it's your doctor and, and it's people that you've worked with, I say start with something small, like not the butt, like start with the toe, like something, like do something and it's okay.
I may have had a change of heart based off what we're saying now. I don't know. When she asked me from now on, I'm not going to be like no right up front because I say no so often. She's like, I know you're going to say no, but I just have to ask you that.
Just like, give me the information on it. I like to read up on it.
Let me look at it.
Read up on it. And then you might realize it's not even that invasive. It might just be like showing up, getting a retina scan to see if you have glaucoma over the age of 50. And then you can set the path for people like, oh, maybe we should start getting retina scans at 45 versus 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You helped me to decide that I might do that.
Yeah.
Glad we had this segment
too.
I'm going to move on to the next segment, but that was really, really good. And our next segment is Becky with the good hair.
Hey. It should be called that.
Becky with the
good hair. That was funny.
Do you ever become Becky and when you're just in an environment like when we're with us, just the two of us or in our group? I've heard you become Becky before.
What? Yeah.
Like you go from, hey, like, do you know that in social society that blah, 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 blah. Like, what the
But y'all be like, what? Okay, Georgetown. Okay. I'm like,
right. We be calling her Georgetown. Like, and it's called code switching. Like, when you're in certain environments, you feel the need to change your regular who I am to be somebody who this audience would prefer me to be.
Right. I think I don't code switch with you guys. I think that's really who I am. But I think that
I can tell when you code switching though.
Well, why would I code switch with y'all?
Because you want to be the most educated in the group and you want to let us know that, okay, I ain't playing with y'all.
I don't think it's code switching. I just think like sometimes you got to pop out and let niggas know that you know what you know. And you won't hear me when I'm like, girl, did you know that the propensity for women to have...
You'll be saying it like that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I can't get y'all that way. I have to be like, hey, quick fact. Did you know that
Switch real quick on that
for Black people who drink cranberry juice have a like y'all, and then y'all, that's the time they listen. They be like, what?
No, we don't. We be like, oh Lord, in Georgetown.
But then you go back and be like, oh yeah, okay. And no, y'all do be dogging me like, what the big word? What you trying to say? Nigga, go get some cranberry juice and wash out your damn urinary tract.
Say it like that.
Why I gotta say it like that? Like, girl, well, get up, go pee after you have sex. You know, you have that seminal fluid that
requires that, you guys.
Yeah. Like, sometimes you gotta let these hoes know. Like, go pee. Drink some cranberry juice and some, not y'all, but just in general. But I think I have always code switched. I think I have always code switched to the point that I feel like
it's okay.
I thought, I was like, for a long time, like, maybe this is who I am. Maybe this is who I am. Huh. And I ain't this. But like, they're bringing me down with the I'm like,
we bringing her down. Like, I don't know who's editing this video, but y'all got to show my face.
Say the man.
I want this to be said.
Aton Global. He edited. Show that face. Oh, my earring.
That's why you drop. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly, baby.
My earring.
God don't like ugly.
That was ugly, but it was cute in the process.
You know what? I think in my younger years, I really used to code switch. They call you talking your Becky voice, your own,
right.
Call you and stuff. I purposely work hard not to code switch.
I like that.
Yeah, because I want you to know
I'm black
and I'm proud. Know that, like, I don't have to change to be who you want me to be to make myself feel like I should be in this group.
Right.
I should be in this group because I deserve to be in this group.
Yes.
I'm educated enough. I can speak the same language you can speak. My dialect may be a little different.
Right.
But I can still speak.
And is. Yes.
Hey, country.
Yes. Country grammar.
Dooley, got it.
I'm not participating in that.
Sorry. But that's why I purposely, and I got to find this book because I read this book before from this lady. Oh my God.
You read it? No, go ahead.
I honestly didn't read it. I did audiobooks.
That's the same. It's implanted in your brain.
Yeah, when I drive, I'm always listening to something. But the book talks about code switching. It talks about how we have to pretend to be somebody we're not just to impress the other people that's around the table. It was an amazing book.
I wish you remember the name. Put it in the chat.
It will be going in the chat, whatever it is. It's a female.
Yes.
And I tried to invite her to come out and speak to an event.
Wow.
She was so expensive though, girl.
Oh, babe, we can't afford you.
Can't afford you.
But we're going to pump your book.
Yes, we will definitely do that for sure. But the book was just like, why can't you just be who you are? Why do we, especially as African-American women, have to change who we are to impress people?
I think also I had this one professor in grad school, and I wish I could remember her name. I'm sure when I'm finished recording. And I'm right, put in the chat. She teaches at Wharton Business School now, but like amazing. And she had a segment on code switching and the way she taught her class, a lot of professors, we talk like this. Well, that's how they talk. And we do this and we do that. Yeah. But she was there's a distinct line between code switching, and being who you are, but professional. You understand?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So she was a black professional woman and she didn't code switch. Yeah. So she wasn't like, Nene from the Nene.
It's her birthday though.
Right.
Nene.
She wasn't Nene from the block. She wasn't Jenny from the block, teaching us, but maybe she was Jenny after 8 years of education and communication and conversation. And she taught us that way, but her voice didn't, because we have a tendency as black women to make our voice higher to be palatable
Nichole,
for the corporate.
It's such a pleasure to meet you. Like,
that's how I met you in 2011. That's how you were.
I'm Nichole. How are you?
Yeah. And you're like, hi.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
And I said, oh, well, shit. Hi. Because I'm like, I think you'd be like, hey, girl.
Like, hey, girl, I'm Nichole. I'm from Vienna. How you doing? I'm from Dooley County.
Right.
That's the me.
We probably wouldn't have been friends because I'd have been like, ew, no. That's the real you.
That is, but I get what you're saying and what she's saying. It's a difference between just, I'm home, I'm chilling.
It is a difference.
And I'm out in public talking, having a conversation.
Yeah.
because you want to sound like, not just like, I don't give up.
Right.
You want to sound like, you are educated.
You are a subject matter expert on whatever topic you're discussing.
And then what audience will really listen to me? Be like, I'm from Dule. Or they listen to me saying, hey, I was born and raised in Vienna, Georgia. I'm from a county they call it Dule County.
Right.
It's a difference.
And that's not code switching. Do you think that's code switching?
I think that's a form of it.
I don't, girl, because why should we show up? Hey, y'all, you might as well be, if you had not scratch, I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm from Dule County and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What we about to learn today? Period. Yes. Clock that T. Girl, Miko, get my champagne now. Period. Like, who wants to learn from somebody like that? There's a time and place. I don't think that's code switching. I think that is being professional.
Okay.
Code switching for me would be like, let me show you the difference. Like being professional was like, hey guys, let's talk about what poetry means to you. Like for me growing up, it means this. And how I learned to do this was because of that. That's professional Miko.
Okay.
Code switching is like, hi guys. So, back in 1995, it's the tone, it's the twang, it's the word choice,
it's the stature,
to try to be validated. Like, no, I'm valid when I walk into space, but I'm also professional.
Okay.
I don't need to be very, hi.
I'm Miko the Magnificent.
Yeah. I'm Miko the Magnificent, to masturbating your mentals in a world consumed with ignorance. I don't need to bust in that way. You know?
Oh, it's supposed to be like on the mic. What might say? Poem.
I got. She been to enough. You hit it, walk away. You poem. And fling your hair. Yeah, choke on that. Well, no, I don't know. That's different.
Now this is when you need code switching, right here.
See, that I can't do that. I can't even give my little sexual innuendos because one, that's harassment. I'm an HR. Two, it's inappropriate. Like, it's so much. So if I code switch, I code switch. But mostly I think I do code switch. Like I was saying, I want to rely more on being more professional. I think that you can say, I don't want to say for you, but I think that you have really leaned into professionalism and dropped the code switch off.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I do. I no longer try to hide that I'm from the country. Like, this is my twang, baby.
The country.
Or not.
Yeah.
But what I do try to do is not do this right here as much and do
that head.
I try to do this and I try to keep my fingers under my, I have learned to put them under my thighs so they won't move when I'm talking anymore. But yes, I try to do that so it won't be so, but I don't try to be Becky with the good hair.
Well, they have made, and we're going to continue this another time and we're going to move to the next topic, but they have made, African American vernacular English, an actual language. Did you know that? AAVE? They've made,
Ebonics?
Yeah. So
wait a minute. Say the word again. It's
AAVE of.
But it's not Ebonics anymore.
Well, it's Ebonics to us. To us, it's Ebonics. But and you can probably find a class at a university called AAVE, and I feel like they're making it that way so that other races and other cultures can speak it and not be dinged on it. Right? Like they can be like, girl, where you at? Well, I learned that in AAVE 102.
Wow.
And then we hit them with a nigga.
No, they
can't say that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. They better not be saying that for real, girl.
Yeah. Girl, okay. So.
Shit.
We got to keep going.
Keep going, best friend.
That did it for us. So, we moving to the next topic.
Okay.
Because we don't want to segue like, you like bananas? We don't want to do that. We want to let you guys know the next topic is if women should approach men. I say, yeah, why not? But I never personally had
him in and invite him out on a date, or what is approaching him? Approaching him in what?
I never really had to do that. I don't recall a time in my life.
You know what though? But you say you haven't recalled a time in your life. I can recall times in our lives where we would go to an event and we're just lit and lively that we'll walk by a guy and be like, hey.
Yeah.
And we would talk to them. So probably first.
Yeah.
So we kind of open the door.
Right.
We may not invite them in.
Right.
But we open the door.
Right.
So are we approaching them first?
We approaching them off some drunk shit like, oh, we outside tonight.
We outside tonight.
You know, Throwback Thursday stuff. We approach them like that, but I don't think in the way that we're probably talking about, like, I don't think we're like, I want to touch. He's so cute. I want to see. Like, we're not doing that because,
girl, no. Do people even do that?
Yeah. Yes. Like,
no,
I like him.
No.
Oh my God, I like him so much. It's like,
best friend, go talk to him. Best friend, give him my number. Best friend, please.
Have I done that?
No.
Oh, I was like, wait.
We're not doing.
I'm trying to think.
No,
no,
ma'am. Am I still your friend? That means you're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No, ma'am, we're not doing that.
Ooh, that's a thick thigh saving lives, baby. Thick thigh save lives. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's make a song.
Thick thigh save lives, baby. Thick thigh save lives. Hey, thick thigh. See, that's why we ain't approaching guys, because they coming for the thick thighs save lives, baby. Thick thighs. Woo, now my thighs red. I gotta explain to my man why my thighs red. Like, no, I was doing a show. It was thick thighs save lives. It's too much.
Let's pull it back.
Okay.
Now she got me acting like I got ADHD in this bitch.
It rubs off. You get an A, you get a D, you get an H, you get a D. Put it together.
Let's pull this shit back. Inside the goddamn square. That circle is circling.
Okay. So, I didn't even offer her that. She did it on her own.
Right.
I think it's okay for women to approach men. I think
you would approach one and ask on a date.
I mean, if I needed to or wanted to, I have I have a problem.
I don't know, because I believe in chivalry and I believe in a man approaching a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, everybody know I'm a traditional rose woman.
She is.
Women men, so I think I've said it 1,000 times. So in that vein, I'm still expecting a man to approach me. I'm expecting him to lead the way.
Baby. Mm-mm.
I do. Like, it's you. I'm what I will do now, what I am very guilty of doing is doing things like, dang, he look good. Like, jeez, like, man, best friend, he is cute. And then I'm looking over there at him. I'm looking at him. I'm
giving wingman. Like, I'm kind of a wingman kind of person.
Too much though with wingman. That's
probably
why I would never tell you anything.
Yep.
Because if somebody tell her, you know, yes.
I do a lot.
You do.
For that.
That is my best friend.
I want her to get this person, wanted, I guess. Like, she don't let me do this no more. So it's like.
I've seen you do it for people when we're out together. If anybody in our group say anything.
She like him, say less. Hey,
you know my sister likes you, right?
Hey, you know so-and-so likes you.
Her mom name is Lolita, but she likes you. Like, friends.
And they like it. They love it.
They don't.
They don't?
No.
The girl doesn't, but the guy does.
I don't think he like it either.
He did. He doos.
I'm sorry.
He doos. He like the people like it because it's not like it's not invasive and like it doesn't like make you feel off-putting. Maybe it does.
See that goes back to you believing what you're doing is okay.
Everything.
I don't think you should do that, but you definitely do that.
I will continue.
But I wouldn't approach a man, and you would approach a man.
I would never because I don't need to. But if I wanted to, I would. Yeah. That's that. And we're going to put a bow tie on that.
No, we're not putting a bow tie on that.
We are, but go ahead.
That's not the end of that because I don't want people leaving thinking that your way is right, my way is wrong. We got to...
I think, no, that's your opinion. Like you don't want to approach a person, and I'm okay if I had to approach a person.
You saying that, but you saying you never approached a person.
I don't need to.
But you're okay with doing it.
If I had to.
You got to help me make that make sense.
Frankie want to blow up the bank. Frankie want to rob the bank. Like, that said it all. But like, no, I just feel like if there was someone, I'm more, like I said, I'm a wingman. Like, you like somebody, or somebody in our group like somebody, My Inspector Gadget code goes on.
In your mind, you're trying to make sure the connection happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. So, do you think the person, say for instance, if it was me,
Okay.
and I'd be like, oh my God, that's right, he is cute, man. That guy's cute, and that's all I say. He cute. In her mind,
I gotta go get a drink real quick.
she's not playing. This is exactly.
Or if they about the bathroom, I gotta use the bathroom.
This is exactly what she would do, no matter what happens. And when you say, "Oh, he's cute," in her mind, she wants him.
Yep. Oh, she wants
Now
him.
she got all of us on pee.
And my friends get everything they want. Let me help. Yeah, I want to be the one to help out.
But personally, I wouldn't go and approach a guy. But if you were to do that for me, that feels like I'm approaching a guy, and I wouldn't want that. You see what I'm saying?
Luckily, I don't do that for you.
I know you don't do it for me, but for the people that you do it for, it's probably the same situation.
They love it. When I say they love it, baby, they love it
No, I
like
can't today.
Cooter Brown or whatever she said last week.
Drunken and cootie rat.
Yeah, they love it.
I can't, best friend. I can't.
It's okay. We're going to keep moving.
Let's keep it moving.
Okay.
This has been good. Let's talk about your budget on the bougie. Budget on the bougie.
My bougie on a budget, balling on a bougie budget. Bougie balling on a budget. Triple B's.
We're all over the place today.
It's okay because we're still in the same spot.
And it's warm outside. It's hot outside.
And it's my sister and my cousin's birthday. And they're on the
happy birthday.
So my balling on the budget is this, guys. So pizza, right? My best friend loves pizza. Kids love pizza. People love pizza. Pizza be pizza in. When I'm like on struggle with a C, scruggle, I say
what?
C, like scruggle mode.
What's the struggle?
It's like a screet.
That's mean.
What? What do you mean?
That's you're copying somebody's speech.
That's not.
Screet.
No, that's slang, crazy.
Screet is not slang.
That is like I'm going across the street.
That's because they can't say it.
What?
They can't say street.
Oh, what are you talking about?
When people say screet, they don't know they're saying screet. They think
No way.
for real.
Girl, the whole life thinking it's slang. Whole life, I'm
You
like,
think screet is a slang?
I thought it was a slang.
No, it's because they don't realize they can't say ST ways.
What?
They can't say STR words. They can't say street.
I have never, ever known that to be the case. I really used to be like, I'm going across the street thinking like it's a little slang and I'm hip. Okay. Well, I'm going to dial that back. So my struggle, when I'm struggling, I will go and I want to order some food. I will order $5 Domino pizza, get 3 of them joints, $15, $5 for delivery.
One topping, baby. One topping. Yeah.
One topping shorties.
You put all 3 of them together, you got 3 toppings.
Yes. That is my balling on a bougie budget.
Like you're balling on a bougie budget.
Yes.
My balling on a bougie budget.
I gotta save it.
You gotta save it. My balling on a bougie budget is if you get your hair braided and you can't afford to take it down and get a whole new hair, just get the crown done and get it over. And
like you do that?
Like I got a whole new head, baby.
Ooh, this style makes you look like 40 years old.
Oh, that was a compliment from
Yeah.
you.
You look so pretty with this style. I like this.
Thank you.
So never take it down. Silently stop. It looks so pretty.
But that's my balling on a budget. Like you just get partial. You don't have to pay the full amount to get the entire thing done over. Just get pieces of it done over, and then you got like a whole new hairdo.
I'm gonna do that next time I get braids. Period. Who you saluting?
Oh my God, my saluting. This has been like, I've been trying to figure out saluting because I got a few friends that I would like to salute. And I'm just like, okay, let me try to put them in some type of order, but you can never put
no order, right?
No order. And it's like not my favorite person, not my,
right.
It's just whenever the time hits you, this is the person that you need to say, thank you for your service for. Is that what you do? When I went to Fort Hood, Texas.
Okay.
I met a friend of mine. And it's so crazy. I was out I don't know where I was. Maybe, let me say I was at the mall because I don't know. I probably was at a bar, but I'm going to say I was at the mall because I can't remember.
I like the mall.
Right. And I saw a familiar face that I knew. I was like, I don't forget faces. Like, if I've seen you before, I'm never going to forget your face. I'm probably going to remember your name, but I'm not going to forget your face. Especially we had conversations before. So I was like, I know that person from somewhere. I've seen that person somewhere. Fast forward, I met the person again, seen the person again somewhere, and the person approached me because I don't approach people.
But if I was there, I would have went to him and said, "Hey, my friend thinks about you."
Okay. And he just started talking to me. Like he didn't know me. He didn't remember me.
Oh my God. Embarrassing.
Right. But I said, I've met you before. He was like, really? Where? I said, have you ever been stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky? He was like, yeah. I said, what year? We was there the same years. I knew I remember her face. It's like, oh my God. I vaguely remember, but not really. But we ended up having conversation for hours. And we just became so close, like a person who you can call. He had already retired. Oh, so he was a retired first sergeant. Okay. But he had so many amazing military stories that, he reflected on, and just giving me like the highs and lows of the militaries and things that you can do to make sure you stay relevant in the military and just keep going strong. Like, it was a time when I was just like, I may just retire. And it was like, no, let me give you pros and cons of retiring and not retiring. Like, he helped me through my last 10 years of the military because and we just...
Who this man?
Sorry. We are still close friends to this day. Wow. He knows my whole family, and he was like, tell your uncle to call me. And like, he called me Cole. Not many people. Okay. When you call me Cole, that means
nickname unlocked on this podcast, y'all. I ain't telling mine yet. Go ahead.
His name is First Sergeant Retired Craig West.
Okay.
Like, Craig is 10 years my senior, but you would think Craig was in his 30s, baby.
Really?
Because Craig be dressed to the nines. Because Craig got to send me a picture, because when I put it up, I know you want to be fly, baby.
Okay, Craig.
Like, Craig is one of those people that, girl, we went to a bar one day and we was just hanging out and we just sitting at the bar. Craig is this type of person. Bartender. Get everybody around at the bar. And he like, right?
Craig, when you coming to Maryland? Cause I like you, Craig.
He is that type of person. Like, he is such a wonderful person. His spirit is amazing. Everybody loves him. He meets no strangers.
Oh, I like
that.
And
I can see why he was a first sergeant and a great first sergeant, because he was that person. So to you, Craig West, we salute you.
We salute you. First sergeant.
First sergeant.
Craig. Yes. Craig. Okay, I like it.
I did send him our thing. I was like, Craig, make sure you send this to all your friends and family. Let them know about our podcast. Okay. Because he has his whole group, probably 100 people in his group email. And I'd be like, stop putting me on this email. But it's relevant information.
Yes.
So everybody is still on that email.
Drop it in that email and give us your emails on Boots2Heels.com, baby.
Right. He was just like, I will do that and keep going. Okay. So thank you for that, Craig. And we will keep going. And before we leave again, we gotta one time salute this one too. Who?
Oh, God, these birthday people. So Juanita and Spice, and this is the last, and I know the other May baby girl, we are bye.
But this is their actual birthday.
This is their actual birthday today.
So to all the May babies out there, happy birthday to you, and may you live as long as you want.
And never want as long as you live. Bottoms up, May babies. Like, follow,
and share. Yes, find us on all platforms. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on IG. YouTube for sure. Please subscribe on YouTube. Like, follow, and share on all the other social medias. Wherever you can find podcasts, please
find us.
Listen to us.
At Boots2Heels.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.